We are headed to Shoals Ranch. We're on Moark Road, getting pretty close to the property. Actually, the cross street is Melody Mountain Road, and we continue going south on Moark, which is a dead-end road. This will take us right to the state line between Missouri and Arkansas, and that is the north side of Shoals Ranch, and we'll go in and check it out. It looked like we had a little bit of sunshine today, so we thought we'd roll out this way and get a couple videos. It's winter here in the Ozarks, so you won't see a lot of leaves on the trees, but it's going to be a pretty nice day. It's going to hit low 60s for temperature. I mean, we're known for mild winters. We do get some days that are cold, some cold mornings, but in general, the winters are pretty mild. So we have 4 distinct seasons out here, which a lot of people tell me is unusual relative to other parts of the country that don't have that. But yeah, we've got the the beautiful leaves in autumn, and we do get cold temperatures for a little while in winter, but then we have the beautiful spring and the wonderful summers as well. So if you're looking for a climate that's fairly mild year-round, the Ozarks are a really good choice. So we're at the northernmost end of a large peninsula on Shoals Lake. The lake basically wraps around us completely, which is pretty cool. You'll see that when we put the drone into the air, if you check out any of the drone videos. Being a Corps of Engineer lake, it's got the Corps of Engineer land all around the water, giving you access to miles of shoreline and hundreds or actually thousands of acres of land that you can use for hunting in that Corps of Engineer land. So now we're coming to the very south end of Moark Road. You can see that red gate. That's actually the neighbor's driveway there. And we're going to veer to the left. The guys have got a cable up because they've got all their equipment out here, but I'll hop out and undo that cable and we'll drive on through and take a look. So we just pulled onto the easement road. There you can see the old spotting tower, as this was a bison ranch years ago, and that was one of the spotting towers they would use to, I guess when they had visitors, you could just climb on up and watch the buffalo. Off to the right, you can see the lake. If we look to our left, to the east, this is, you'll see the reference in the listing. If you drive to the east through this field, you'll get to State Line Cove, which is a pretty decent place to fish or to put your boat into the water. It's super private. You have to use caution if it's been raining, because that is just a grassy meadow, so it could get pretty rough if it's been raining. If it's not, then it's great. But we're going to head south here on the gravel easement road into Shoals Ranch. Now this northern part is where we often see deer and turkey. In the spring, in the summer, basically every time we pull onto Shoals Ranch, we'll see turkey and deer in this big meadow here. There's the neighbor out this way, super nice guy. Retired husband and wife live right there. Beautiful view of the lake, and you'll see that more as we get deeper. The lake, I can tell already, is actually not very clear today. We've had a ton of rain in this last week, and that since the lake is fed by rivers, that churns up the rivers, which then in turn churns up the lake. There we go. So still headed south here. Now of course it clouded over. Now that we got out here, it clouded over. So there you can see the metal building, which is a pretty good landmark. That's where you'll come to that Y in the road, and it goes to the left and to the right. So I'm actually going to pull up to the metal building, to the Y in the road, and then we'll get situated and we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. We have had a ton of rain in the last week here in the Ozarks. see that as we traverse these roads. There we go. So we've just passed the building. We've come to the Y in the road. So we're right here at the Y in the road. And to get where we're headed, we're going to stay to the right. Or I guess just go straight, if you will. Man, you can see all the rain we've had out here. I've really never seen water on the road out here, but with all the rain we've had, there you go. So this stretch right up here, this next couple hundred feet, is going to be a little bit rough. The guys haven't been out to grade it yet. I'm in a pickup truck, so it's no problem. I'm in a four-wheel drive. I don't think I would need four-wheel drive on this, but it's definitely good to have a truck or an SUV with four-wheel drive, just to give yourself that option. Okay, so I need to look at my MapRight app. We've actually come to another Y in the road here. The main road goes straight, and then a little spur road goes off to the left. So this is actually a pretty good landmark or whatnot, because now we can see the property. It's on the right side of this main road. It's got quite a bit of frontage. We're actually parked, I guess, right at about the northern tip, it looks like, as I look at my map. And it goes back to the west and does actually front the take line at Bull Shoals. So let's do a little driving here. We'll take a look at the road frontage, and then we'll hop out and walk the property a little bit. I can already see some good timber. We're looking right into the sun, unfortunately, so things are going to look a little dark in this video. But this has quite a bit of road frontage, and it looks quite level up here by the road. Okay. I'm going to zoom in on my little topo map. That's still the property on the right. Quite a bit of road frontage. I think what I'll do is I'll just pull up here and we'll hop out and we'll have a look at this. I think I'll bring my iPad. Whoops, if I don't crush it first. There we go. I'm going to bring the iPad with the MapRight program, and that'll be helpful while we're walking around here. Okay. Excuse me for a second while I get situated. There we go. So as we look to the north, that's going to be the land on the left side of the road. Okay, that's the MapRight program. I've got it on topo, but I'm going to switch it to aerial. There we go. And we're just going to start walking on the property and see what we see. Got some nice cedars already, as well as some good hardwood trees. I like to see that mixture of trees. And this is very level. You've got to be, I believe, 100 feet off the road for the power and road easement and all that stuff. And we're just about 100 feet off, and it's very level. I mean, this is a nice site right here. Looking south, I guess, into the sun, we've got some beautiful cedar trees. And then this is a good mix of mostly hardwood trees with some cedar trees. Gently sloping down. This is gorgeous. We're a couple hundred feet off the road, and it's fairly private here. I mean, if you wanted more privacy, you could go deeper into the property, obviously. We're going to do a drone video as well, like we try to do, and we'll post that on the listing. I haven't done it yet, but we hope to do that later today. And that's going to be a great way to take a look at how this is situated. Now we're moving into an area with more cedar trees. This is actually a nice cedar grove here. Oh, this is really pretty. We just lost our sun behind a cloud. Lost our sunshine. This is interesting. We've got this old cedar grove, but it's this soft mat of grass underneath, which is a little unusual for a cedar grove. This is gorgeous, though. This would be a cool spot to pitch a tent. We're still moving westerly toward the lake, toward the Corps of Engineer line. I've got my MapRight map open on the phone here. The blue dot indicates where we are. We love MapRight. We use it basically every day. The app is free. It's an interesting little water area. Looks like it's coming out from under that rock there. The app is free. There's a paid version as well where you can do more, but you definitely don't have to. But if you get the app for your phone, we can email you the link for the interactive map. And then you need to open that email on your phone and click on the link. And it will ask if you want to open the link within the map, or I'm sorry, within the app, and you'll say yes. And then you'll have this map that I'm looking at right here with a dot to indicate exactly where you are. So that is great for looking at the property. We just stumbled upon a really beautiful area with a like a multi-tiered limestone ledge. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. There's a little water dripping off the ledge there. This is really pretty. Gorgeous little unique rock overhang. I mean, you just never know what you're going to find out on a property in the Ozarks. This would be a unique building site here with those limestone ledges. Wow. Now the way that the land slopes, say you wanted to build right here, if you were to clear out a number of the smaller trees facing west, that's going to open up that phenomenal lake view like you'll see at the gentleman's house on the north side of the peninsula, which is basically what everybody does when they want to, if they're lucky enough to have a property that could have that lake view. They'll build their home and then they'll clear, of course, the trees heading down toward the lake, and then you've got a direct line of sight at Bull Shoals Lake. And that's the situation here. Now you can build basically all the way up to the take line. I mean, I think our setback is you have to be 30 feet off the boundaries, 100 feet off the road and 30 feet off the boundaries. But if you build right at the take line, you can't clear the trees on the Corps of Engineer land. Can't do that. So you're actually going to have a better lake view if you build further back, higher up on your own property where you can clear your own timber to get that lake view. Now, until the property's been paid for in full, you can't cut the trees with a stump diameter of over 8 inches. But we do make exceptions, written exceptions, for improvements, which would be a driveway, a building site, or potentially a view. So what you would have to do is select the trees that you'd like to remove, mark them with marking ribbon, like from the hunting section at Walmart, that orange ribbon. That's like $3 a roll. And then when we have a guy in the area, we'll have him come out and take a look. And if everything is okay, we can give you written permission to clear trees for an improvement. Or if you're not in a rush to build, just wait until the property's paid off, and then you can do what you like with the timber. So we're getting close to the Corps of Engineer take line. I can see the lake off through the trees. I mean, that can give you a rough idea about the potential you have for a view, but the key would be to go a little further back up, more toward the middle of the property, and then you'd be able to clear the trees below you, and that's going to give you that sweeping lake view like the neighbor has. I can hear the water lapping up against the shore. Gorgeous. This last section down to the water looks like it gets fairly steep. I can actually see the shoreline down there, and that is walkable. So if you wanted to walk down there and fish or whatnot, you know, it could be a fun thing to do. We're fairly close. We're still on the property. We're fairly close to the take line. We've got to be within 100 feet. That'll just give you a taste of that lake view that you could have. I mean, it's really hard to find something with good access and a lake view at Bull Shoals. Really hard. If you go out on the lake at all, you'll see the mansions that people build when they're able to get a hold of a property like this where they can get that lake view. Beautiful rock ledge. Now that we lost the sun completely. But again, check out the listing to see the drone video as well. I think that'll be really helpful to kind of show you how this is all situated. Talk about a gorgeous property. If you were to keep on going straight on that gravel easement road where we're parked for about a mile, then you're going to get to that beautiful sandy beach area that you'll see in the listing. We've launched a pontoon and jet skis there. And also to the north, State Line Cove. Check the listing for details on that. That's, I don't know, about half a mile or so to the north. It's another place where we fished and launched boats. So, beautiful area. Very, very limited number of these tracks at Timber Shoals Ranch. Took us years to find anything on Bull Shoals Lake, on the take line, I should say, at Bull Shoals Lake. So we're super excited about this. Let us know if you have any questions. And again, feel free to check out InstantAcres.com to see if this property is still available.